G'day grass cutters, Rory here. Today I'm going to show you how to change the blades on your 21-inch self-propelled Honda HRU216 contractor mower. The mower of choice for contractors pretty much around Australia and worldwide. I showed you in a video yesterday how to change the oil. So I thought today I'll swap the blades over and give you a quick rundown on how to do it. What you'll need are the blades. I purchase the genuine Honda ones just because they come in a bulk pack. I believe there's 5 sets in here, all loose. Honda genuine high flow blades, high lift blades. Every third change, I swap over all the washers and the nuts and bolts. So I'll be changing those. So you need the blades, you'll need those. You can do it by hand. I like to use a rattle gun, impact gun, with a 14mm socket and a 17mm socket. That's all you need. Let's get cracking. All right guys, this is the Honda HRU216 commercial mower. Same one that we changed the oil in the last video. What you want to do to change the blades is same deal all the time when turning these mowers over. Flip down with the oil sump side down and the fuel tank side up. Now you can see here there are 2 bolts that hold this plate on here. 1, 2. They're a 14mm socket. Take that plate off there, and then we can start changing the blade. Just sit those in the deck down there. A good idea is to give it a nice clean out when you've got this off. I did a little scrape yesterday, so it's not too bad. But if you really want to give it a good clean, get a pressure washer in here when this is taken off, and get rid of any grass and dried up gunk and dirt in there, and it'll give you a really good, give you the best performance cut. But here's your plate. Now this is a swing blade setup on this Honda HRU, so I'll show you how to take these off and put them back on, and so you've still got the swing blade, which is what you want. A lot of people think that they have to tighten these right up so that the blades hold tight, and they think there's something wrong when they swing it. That's the whole point of them. The whole point of these of this swing blade setup is that they can move freely. Let's get them changed. Righto. Here's our plate with the blade still attached. What you'll need here are your blades, your new nuts, washers, and bolts, and your removal tool, whatever it is. If you want to do it by hand, do it by hand. If you want to use an impact gun, it's a lot faster. 17mm socket. Remove each of these. Now, because we're changing all the parts out, which is the bolt, the little spring washer here that helps with the swing blade, keeps it swinging, and the hard washer, I guess, I don't know. It's a washer. Replacing them and the blade, so we don't need to keep any of that stuff. If you're only changing the blade, make sure you keep those 3 components handy so that you can put it all back together again. We don't have to worry about that. So let's strip this bad boy down. Okay, here we go. So we got this stripped off now. What you want to do, use one of the old blades, scrape off any grass / dirt. That's going to impede the new blades going on. Get all this other garbage out of the way. Get yourself out 4 new blades. I like to use the high lift blades. They've got the big kick up on the back here. Great for catching. perfect for catching and giving you a nice clean cut. So what you want to do is empty out your components here. One bolt, one nut with the plastic locker. See how they've got the plastic grommet there in the end. One of your large washers and one of your spring washers. The bolt goes through the back of the blade there. Then you stick a spring washer on, like that. Feed that through. Put your large washer on there. Stick your nut on with the plastic grommet facing up, like that. And you want to make sure that that back is flush with the blade there. And zip it up. Now, you feel it tighten. Doesn't have to be overly tight. It really doesn't. Once that's locked in place, because of that spring washer, you would think it wouldn't move, but it does. That's the whole point of that little spring washer there. See how its sides are kicked up? Takes the torque of the nut and allows that to keep moving. Simple as that. Do that 3 more times and we're good to go. Bit tight on that one. There we go. Perfect. There we go. New blades loaded onto the plate. One thing you want to make sure of is just check it by eye. The actual plate itself, make sure it's nice and straight. They do get worn, they do bend over time. I mean, you know, you might have an offsider that you're not watching like a hawk. They bang into a couple of things, you know, you might hit a rock, hit a piece of concrete, something like that. These things can bend. I've only had to replace one in my time, but just keep an eye on them, and you can just check them by eye, you know. It's pretty straightforward. You'll know if one of these are bent though, your mower will start vibrating and carrying on. There we go, changed out. Let's stick the 14mm socket back on and bolt this back onto the mower, and that's it. Get the 14mm socket, put that on, line those two bolts, those two holes up, make sure it's sitting nice and flush. Let's give that a little zip up. Done. There we go, guys. That's how you change the blades on the Honda HRU216 commercial self-propelled mower. Hope you enjoyed the video.